Hi, this is Jamie Davis from telecoms.com, coming to you from Cape Town and AfricaCom. So, I've managed to pull Brendan out of a few meetings. Brendan's from Avanti, and we're just going to have a bit of a chat about the African continent on the whole. So, how's the show gone for you so far?
I think it's really been good. This year especially has had a great turnout. We've been busy running off of our feet, so it's always good. You know, the more people we can talk to. We've launched a great new brand. The stand looks amazing.
Plenty of smoothies around.
There we go. We've got a great theme this year. It's about doing something fresh and different and launching our new brand identity. So yeah, it's been really good for us. Great turnout.
Perfect. Now, you were actually on the presentation stage yesterday, weren't you? And you were talking about the idea that Africa can't be connected by individuals, it's got to be done together. I mean, can you just expand on that a little bit?
Absolutely. So I think the real thing is everyone here has the same message. You know, we can connect Africa, we have solutions, we have connectivity solutions, but the reality is none of those solutions are standalone. Well, they're not going to be successful standalone. I think it's quite arrogant for anyone to say that they can do it on their own.
Yeah.
I think we sometimes scared of our competitors and competition. We don't collaborate enough. And really yesterday's talk was the theme around liberating the potential by working together. You know, there's fiber players, there's satellite players, there's content. We're getting all of that into Africa, into South Africa through the open access data centers, the peering points. But yes, we're commercially making it work for us, but how are we making it work in terms of creating that reach? So it's liberating that potential, it's working together. And seeing how we can share infrastructure as well is obviously a big part of it. Just bringing down the costs, because at the end of the day, you can only drive the costs of things. There's input costs, you can drive it down to a certain point, but we've got to share that infrastructure to get it to really work for us.
Well, that's the big thing across the continent, isn't it? It's making connectivity commercially viable.
Yeah.
I mean, on a collaboration point, are you actually seeing progress being made?
Yeah, I think definitely. You know, we've had some key wins in terms of. We're going into stages of trialing certain products, working with mobile network operators. How do we enable their solutions as well? You know, traditionally, when the mobile phone was first launched, all it really did was take a fixed solution and make it mobile in areas that were already connected. Now with going out further, we have coverage in Africa. That's our piece that we can add value. But how do we take that and put it into a package or a solution with cheaper technologies and extend that reach and successfully bring it back? And the technology is continually advancing, and with data centers growing in country, the fiber network. So we're all part of the same solution. So we're a satellite provider, but we consume fiber services.
Yes.
We're part of the data center play, the content that we deliver and bring into the data centers. So it's all really connected. Not to be cheesy, but it's really what it is. So we're starting to have those conversations now, absolutely. And people are a little bit more open-minded around. Everyone's really had this hard fiber focus. Everything's got to be fiber, but fiber enables us, and we enable fiber as well.
Perfect. So progress is being made, but what can be done to take it to the next step?
So, in terms of that, it's the conversations, it's people. We've put the challenge out there. You saw in the presentation yesterday, #together, let's start this together revolution. And hopefully when we are next year at AfricaCom, it's not just me telling the story. And we've had a good response. People have been here and saying, how can we do things together? Yes, they're looking for opportunity, but I think it's touched home in terms of us having that discussion. Hopefully there's more than one of us, and we present the results of what we've done. The next step for us is obviously we've launched Harless 4, which completes our piece of the puzzle in terms of ubiquitous coverage. Those are really the next steps.
Okay, and you touched on it earlier, the new brand, the new feel to the company. So what is new at Avanti? What is new that you're bringing to the market this year?
Yeah, so I suppose the biggest thing for us is Harless 4, the launch of Harless 4, and the potential that it has. So what differentiates us is Avanti has invested in infrastructure in the country, not just in terms of what our product is and having a satellite. It's infrastructure on the continent, for the continent. As I say, we have our ground earth stations here, and we're able to deliver the content directly in to the big data centers that peer. So they peer with the big international exchanges. You have places like NAP Africa. It connects. It gives people access to the content. It's Microsoft services, Amazon Web Services, Google, it's all present here. And Age 4, because the infrastructure is in the country, we're able to connect in the country. And it's not just a broadband service, we can create enterprise services, backhaul services, layer 2, so the technical side of it, but it really gives us a differentiator. It's not just connectivity, we can create proper solutions that will be able to service the bigger demand.
So so in a way, you're sort of forced in the hands of collaboration across the country and across the continent.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've set the challenge. So we're there now. We're doing it differently, and it's up to the others to say how do we make a difference with you.
Perfect.
Right.
Well, I kept you for a couple of minutes, and I know you've got plenty of meetings today, so I will leave you to it. But thank you very much.
Great, thank you. Good.